Wow, David, you have extraordinary experience.
Yeah, I think I did.
Tell me, what's your experience today?
As I said earlier, I'm normally the last person to get this, if at all. So I was quite surprised today to feel the chi in such a strong force. I could actually really, really feel it in my hands. And that was the first thing. And then you came over and touched my hands and said, wow, that's really warm.
Okay.
Well, they're really warm. I got the feeling that it was really flowing.
So, David, you was telling me that you feel like X-ray, and you explain what do you mean by X-ray?
When we were doing the first exercise that we did on day one, on lesson one.
Yeah.
So you're standing, your feet parallel like this,
Yeah.
like this, and you're going up and down. And you said then that the key was to allow the energy to flow, and that the hips, especially my hips, were kind of stiff.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did that was different today, whether it was the weather, whether it was the exercises that I did this morning, whether it was good food that I had in Malacca. But somehow it just sort of seemed to flow today. And you said visualize the meridian lines up here and up here. And I did, and I found that I was able to do that. And as I was doing it, I was closing my eyes, and I just saw a skeleton. I saw a skeleton with a clear stuff around it, but it was very, very strong and clear to me that I could then visualize the energy. And it was black and white, like an X-ray. I could then visualize the energy going through all of the 10 different points.
Yeah.
And it just seemed to work. I don't know what I did differently. I know what I did differently. I was stopped thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because normally I think about all of this thing and I overanalyze it. And today I didn't. I just let it flow.
Yeah.
Which is what you suggested to do, or what you say should be done. But it's very difficult for somebody who's so inside their head to just switch off.
Yeah.
Somehow tonight I did it, and I had this miraculous. It's not miraculous, but I mean it's really, really strong experience with the chi.
I think
I hadn't felt it like that before.
You got the key of the relaxation, what Tai Chi talks about. The key of relaxation is you just have, like, we call it no thought, okay? And you relax and the chi just comes. So the more you try to concentrate and try to want it, the more you don't get it.
Yeah.
So I think tonight you get the key of relaxation. You unlock whatever mental block, physical block, and it just comes. And when it comes, you just can't stop it. And the rest of the evening, you continue to experience something else different.
The movement, when we were doing the circular movement, and we were transferring that as well, that was very, very strong.
Yeah.
But also the eye movement as well. I was just sort of practicing getting the chi to flow up from here to the shoulder and then whoosh.
Yeah.
That felt very easy once I'd actually relaxed the shoulder.
Yeah.
Then it was just there. I didn't even need to imagine it being there. It was just there.
Yeah.
It was just there.
Yeah.
All in all, but I could feel it, and your encouragement to say, well, if you can feel it in your hands and you're feeling it, you've got it, you've done it.
Yeah.
That is an enormous step forward, positive reinforcement for what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because somehow you don't really know that what you're doing is working. Am I feeling this? Am I imagining this? Is it real? Yeah. You're describing. That's the feeling that you've got when you're doing it properly. When you're allowing it to flow.
Yeah.
I got it today, but I think the key was that I didn't actually think about it, that I got outside of my head. And I said when I came up here that I wasn't really in the mood for it. And perhaps that, in a certain way, that, okay, well, I don't really care what happens. I'm not trying to force anything, as perhaps I have been doing during the previous weeks. And today I wasn't. That's it. You switch off, it comes.
Yeah. You are more like you are in a more natural state, just to accept whatever it comes.
Yeah.
So you get it, and also remember when I asked you just to put your hand down, you feel the energy in your hand tonight also?
Yeah, very
Just
much
by
so. Yeah.
by putting it down.
I actually felt it stronger when I touched the earth rather than my feet.
Yeah.
Although there was the loop there,
yeah.
I actually felt
you
it stronger.
Feel the energy.
Yeah, to the ground. So perhaps I'll do that next time as well.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but a great experience. Really, really lovely.
And what about the organ? You feel different? When you relax the organ, you feel the chi straight away flow through your hand. Relax the organ.
Kind of. It's become an awful lot easier now to get the chi in the hands.
Yeah.
An awful lot easier.
Yeah.
The what's going on here, I wouldn't say that I'd mastered. No. But as I was swirling it around, that actually felt very good, and I could feel it. I could feel it almost physically. That this was just sort of this side was like two hemispheres of the brain.
Yeah.
This side was kind of easy and just sort of flowing back, and then the push came from here.
Yeah. That's
right.
Great. And also because you, even just from last week, you hardly can move or vibrate, and
last week was tough
because the joint would block, So now all of a sudden you feel the amazing release when the joint is unlocked. Suddenly all the energy just flow.
I was doing this exercise this morning.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, I was in Malacca, as I said, last 3 days. Yeah. And the lady that I was staying with, she said, for her it was very, very easy to do this. She does yoga, and she immediately put both of her knees on the ground.
Yeah.
And then she bent forward and she put her head on the ground. And she said, I don't even have to think about this.
Right.
I don't have to practice it. It's just there. I actually feel kind of lucky about it. But what I did this morning, I was doing that. And then I closed my eyes. But I actually felt as if, whilst I was doing it, that my knees had dropped. I could feel that.
Yeah.
So I felt that something here had loosened up.
Yeah.
And perhaps that manifested itself or helped in what went on today.
Yeah. Great.
It was great. It was really, really good. So I'll try that again tomorrow and see how we do.
Yeah, great. Congrats. And this is year 2014, August. What's the date today?
21st.
21st.